What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Nalo Kicking Knowledge. Continuing with our Why with the Zodiac Signs cheat series, today we'll be talking about the King, Leo. What is Leo? Leo is the fifth sign of the zodiac. It represents our realization of ourself, self-confidence, our creative outlook in life, the relationship with our children, overall our uniqueness. It also relates to the fifth house, which is the fifth house is like our social life. It shows our romantic, our dating life, our need for romance, and let's get into it because this one is interesting. So, what would make a Leo cheat? Well, anyone who really knows anything about Leo in the fifth house knows that it's the house of affairs, and Leo is known as the king. And if you look at history, a king has always had affairs. He's actually been able to give his side chick an actual title. The word mistress comes from the royal term for the king's side joint, basically. Okay? So, with Leo, it's a complex. It's the energy makes you focused on yourself, right? And your needs and what you want. So Leo wants to be loved. And as a result, it goes out there to obtain love, not just in one area, but Leo wants to be loved by everybody. So I guess the first thing that would make a Leo cheat is like feeling entitled. Most Leos, because Leo energy is that of, celebrity energy, being exalted, treated like royalty. Okay? So within their minds, they tend to feel entitled to not just women, but sometimes I said women, pardon me, I'm a male. Not just others, but, sometimes other people's spouses. And this extends from that self-confidence that they feel about themselves. And the next part of why Leo has the affairs is because they seek to increase their self-confidence through an affair. So, say a Leo is in a relationship and they're not being catered to how they would like. Chances are, based on how the Leo energy is set up in their chart, there's going to be in some area of life, someone is going to give them that attention and respect and appreciation that they desire. Now, we gotta be real here. It's very hard to keep up with a Leo because they need so much constant attention and overall, appreciation. So, I say this time just to teach anybody with Leo planets, part of your karmic mission is to alleviate yourself from the need to be appreciated by others. Like, you don't go out there and do things because you want the admiration. You go out there and you do it because it needs to be done. And when you do it because it needs to be done, that love and appreciation is already going to be there. So, remember, we're saying one of the reasons Leo will cheat is because they feel entitled to. They feel like, I can have anybody I want. I'm Leo. I deserve it. Right? And then the next thing would be that they're not being catered to in their own relationships. Okay? The next thing that would make a Leo cheat, and this can go for a lot of signs, but really Leo. Just like I said for Gemini, superficiality. So, say a person has Venus and Leo in the 7th house, right? It's very likely, or even in the 10th house, it's very likely that they want, this person wants their partner or their relationship to be an extension of themselves and how they feel about themselves. So, for instance, if a Leo person feels like, I'm a nice clean cut guy or a nice clean cut woman, they're gonna seek a nice clean cut partner. So there's a level of Leo that focuses really on the surface level qualities, or plays to that real animal nature. Okay, of like, oh my God, this person, it's this one thing that I'm attracted to, but since I'm attracted to it, I gotta have it. So, all in all with this one, guys, what I want you guys to see is that if you're with a Leo, if you are a Leo, the more they're only going to seek out that romance or that affair if they're unsatisfied with themselves in a way. Because, like I said, they're seeking the affair, or they're looking at their relationships to give them self-confidence, to be like, oh, okay, I know this is how I feel about myself, so now my partner, everyone can see it through my partner. Where in actuality, you're supposed to, break free of that. So it's kind of like Leo. I'm reluctant to say it, but I will say it. Leo is kind of always gonna have this mentality that I need something new until they recognize their true power and their true strength. And the Leo who does do that is the dynamic Leo, is the Leo that is, very creative, very performance oriented. So you'll have two types of Leos. The very, I need attention, it's all about me. That's the real, like, I'll cheat at all costs. But then you have the more mature Leo, where he realizes I'm just another piece of the puzzle of this whole thing of oneness. And I'm gonna show my uniqueness to the world through my creativity. Alright? So guys, this is my episode on why Leo would cheat. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so. If you need a reading, hit me up. Until next time, peace.